This is Tim Rogers with Dodgers 2080. We're going to talk about MLB Pipeline's mid-season update. And it's for the Dodgers. Coming in at number 30, the best defensive catcher in the organization, Mr. Jesus Calise, finally got promoted to Great Lakes. The offense is coming around. I'm a big believer in him. Jacob Wright, he was just drafted. So that's a guy that fourth rounder, left-hander from Cal Poly, SLO. Overall fastball 50, curveball 55, slider 60, changeup 40. Let's see what kind of, because we haven't even covered the draft here since we've been out here. He's just not very big, so we'll see. But I had an interview with a man named Luke Fox. He's not very big, but he is very good. 28 Peyton Martin. Peyton dropped a bit. He's had a rougher year this year. The command just hasn't been there yet this year. I think it's coming around. He's a really good athlete. Did start the season. He was out for a bit, but big believer in Peyton. But him dropping all the way to 28 is a shock. Samuel Sanchez just got promoted up to Rancho. They have him at 5'11", 150. Yeah, that's about right. He was at ACL. My man Pete Soto was able to get some video of him. He is only 18, and so they're talking about him extremely advanced for his age. Fastball is 55, curveball 50, slider 50, changeup 60, control 55. So that's good because a lot of these young Dodger pitchers, that's where they're at, struggling with that. Peter Hubick, my man, friend of the show. He is, I think he's been solid. He's having a really nice year at Great Lakes. He's got great stuff, and he's growing into his body, folks. That's what he's doing. He's going to be a good one. Trust me. As he grows into his body, he's gained a lot of weight, and it's all good weight. So Noah Miller, he is a defensive stud at shortstop. They got him in the trade for Mr. Manny Margot. But yeah, Noah Miller can play some serious shortstop, and he just got promoted to Tulsa. Austin Gauthier, definitely a friend of the show, plays everywhere and is going to debut in 2025. They say 2024. I just think there's too much roster crunch right now. Ben Kaspari is pumping up to 98 miles an hour. He has taken a huge turn for the good. He's got some nasty, nasty pitches. His slider grade's out at a 60. That's a lie. It's a 70. He's a real good one. Another friend of the show, Jared Caris. 6'7". And you know what? This guy had a lot of arm issues and stuff at UCLA, but he's really gotten it together. Getting his health together. There's a lot going on. He's 6'7", so that's going to be a lot to deal with. But he's done really well, and right now he's in Double-A, and what can you say? Chase Harland, another third base for the future. They're starting to pack, with Geloff. Albertus is gone, but there's some guys now that we're just packing them up. We're going, here's a big guy, a lot of power. Power is at 55, arms at 55. Yeah, he's going to, we'll be seeing him at Rancho really, really soon, like sooner than later. Patrick Copen, who was drafted last year, has moved up to high A. And he's had some really good success this year. And you're going to see it's consistent. Lots of right-handed starters. Kyle Hurt, he's out. Out for the year. Tommy John, another one. Oh, man. See him in 2026. We're going to have a really good staff of guys recovering in 2026 between Emmett Sheehan, River Ryan, Kyle Hurt, and regretfully there'll be more. Maddox Bruns, who was out for quite a while. He was on the 60-day IL. But, so far, so good. The walks are a little high, but batting average against is super low. And he's got magic stuff. I think the more, if he gets his more command, he will stay a starter. If not, he's going to be a really nasty reliever. Huk Chung, saw him pitch on Thursday. There's a lot there. We saw him strike out first two batters. He struggled in the second inning. It was, to be honest, it was more control. Just, getting that last strike sometimes. He's a young guy. Those hard. We're seeing good pump, average of 96 miles an hour. And he's a big kid, 6'4". Strong. I like him. Diego Cartaya is down to number 16. He was the number one guy. I am still a believer. And he's been doing, he's doing better. At OKC, he's hitting 245. The numbers are getting better. So we want to see that. He's worked really hard on his defense. So I'm still a believer. Still a believer. The thing needs to go away. Diego at number 15, Edgardo Enriquez. Bring him up as soon as possible. Get him on this team, on the Dodgers. He has magic. So he's been with 4 teams. Definitely a friend of the show. I'd be honest. I was one of the I met him back in 2022. Kind of a long story, but he texted me looking for pictures. I had no idea who he was, and who was the last guy I took pictures of at 2022 spring trading, number 75, Edgardo Enriquez. And so that's where we have our connection. The kid from Taiwan, Ching Sin Ko, and I'm sorry for butchering it, my man. He's like, 17? Oh, he's now 18. His birthday was 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Mr. Ko. I think the Dodgers may have gotten themselves a real good one here. They've been seeing some good things in the DSL. Kendall George, Mr. Wheels, definitely the fastest man in the organization. He's been making a lot of good contact. I still like what I see. Power, I don't know if it gets there, but he's going. I think there's major league potential there for sure. Nick Frasso, another guy we'll see in 2026. The Dodgers are going to be they're going to have like 4 or 5 guys recovering from Tommy John, all real young. And some of them are going to work out. They're going to work out. Zaire Hope. Zaire is killing it right now. He was on the IL for a long time. And then he comes back to Rancho. I think he's hit 4 home runs since he got back. 2 weeks ago? Yeah, this dude. Oh, I got to be honest. Hey, we all love Michael Busch here. Dodgers, I think they're gonna really not regret that one. Kellan Lindy, the draft pick. Hope to see him at Rancho soon. He played at that. He's in the ACL at the moment. No stats right now, but he's 18. He will turn 19 next month. So he's one of those kids that was, played high school his whole year as an 18-year-old. That's our first pick, and exciting. A position player that's fast and can play shortstop. That's the premium position. We need more shortstops. Eduardo Quinto content. Yeah, there's a little short of him. I've got some longer video put out. This guy. Just get ready, folks. Just get ready. I think he has the build where I think he sustains center field. So I think his build will do that. The man, Emil Morales. Let's hope he can stick it short. He's only 17. He's just, where's the stats? Where are those stats? In the Dominican Summer League, 333 with a 474 on base percentage, slug of 667, OPS 1141, 144 at bats, 13 dongs. I'm going to say that again: 144 at bats, 13 dongs, as a 17-year-old. Okay? With 11 stolen bases. Yes, that is our guy. This is the guy. I didn't know he was born in Spain. Okay, cool. España. Scouts debate whether Morales will go to shortstop, but he's surprisingly athletic for his size. Shortstop, third base, whatever. He's a stud. The power's there. I think power 55 is low. Then again, I haven't really gotten eyes on him. We've seen highlights, though. Endre Vargas. Bring him up, please. Please, pretty please, Dodgers. Bring him to Rancho. He's 18. He doesn't turn 19 until November. In Arizona, he hit 303. In 142 at-bats, he had 4 homers. He is on base 406, slug 493, so OPS of 899. This is playing shortstop mostly. Yeah. These 7 through 10, ages 18, 17, 18, 18. Then you go down to Zaire, 19. Skip Frost, will go to Kendall, 19, 18. These are even Edgardo, who's been around a while, 22 years old. This is a really good group. Now we get to some proven, Justin Robleski. This guy's a major league pitcher, right? There's no doubt in our minds, right? Right, folks? No doubt. He is a major league pitcher. And we might see him on Friday in St. Louis. But he's down there. It's a numbers game. And you know what? If the Dodgers have a bunch of guys that are better than Justin Robleski, the team's only better. But Justin will be a starter. 2025, he's going to get plenty of time on the mound in the major leagues. Jackson Ferris, who has been promoted to Double-A. He's dominated. He was just dominating. So, and even his first start in Double-A, 5.2 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 Ks. For his career, I mean, his career average against is 191. This dude's good. Again, part of the trade for Michael Busch. Good for Michael Busch, but dang. Shortstop of the near future, maybe. Alex Freeland making progress. He's hit a home run tonight. That'll be covered in another segment. But so far at OKC, it's only played a little bit, 21 at bats, but he just hit a home run now. And he just keeps improving. I think in the field he's looking good. He is 22. He turns 23 in about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. But he's at that right age. He should. Oh, here's one thing: he doesn't need to even be put on the 40-man roster in the offseason, which is great. He will get an invite to spring training. Let's be very clear about that. He will get an invite to spring training. And who knows, maybe he factors in in 2025. You never know. But he's made really good strides. I thought, 2023, I think he was disappointed, but he's really moved up. Number 3, River Ryan. So he does retain his rookie status. He's getting some major league service time still, but we'll see him in 2026. Y'all saw how good he was. He's a really good pitcher, and we just need him back. Josue DePaula, I like their ETA of 2026. Push this young man. I know he's struggling at Great Lakes. I'm not worried. So at Great Lakes, let's look at the ugly, okay? All right, 192. However, 356 on base percentage, all right? Which means he's getting his walks. He's got a few Ks. So this is an adjustment time. He will probably going to start next year again at Great Lakes. He'll be in Double-A in no time. And last but not least, your 2025 left fielder, Dalton Rushing, and still a catcher. This is how it works out. Where next year, of course, we have Will Smith as our catcher. we will probably still have the one and only Austin Barnes backing him up for one more year before he, I think, eventually becomes, Austin needs to get his 10 years in. Austin Barnes needs to get his 10 years in. That matters. So I don't know how close he is, but he needs to get 10 years. That way he's you get full pension. So get Austin Barnes his 10 years. Figure that out. But Dalton Rushing needs to he's getting closer to being on that roster next year. So I think he battles. And again, he does not need to be put on the 40-man roster. How about that? So we got all these dudes. Rushing, Freeland. Those are two of the guys that are from the 2022 draft, two position players. This is good news for some of the people on the channel. But they don't have to be put on the 25-man or the 40-man roster. Let's see if there's any. I know there's others that need to be. Edgardo definitely does. We'll go through this real quick. Bruns does. Hurt. Of course, Jared Caris still one more year. Kaspari does. Gauthier, maybe. I think he does. I'm not sure about Noah Miller. Hubik does. So there's some guys that need to be put on that 40-man. Galiz. So there's going to be a lot of battles there. But that is MLB Pipeline's top 30. I definitely don't hate it. And it's just fun to see some new names, some of the names moving up. Some of the names that this channel has been poking at, not just myself, but other members of this channel and a lot of the followers on this channel have been poking at these guys and saying and telling everybody on Twitter and social media that these are good players, and they are darn right. So props to my followers. They know their stuff. Again, this is Tim Rogers. As always, thank you very much. God bless, and go Dodgers.